Hello, Ikotot Francis, a proud student of Our Lady of Africa SS Namilyango. I am flanked by my debate team members Okiria Jogen, Stephen Isaac Malinga, and Akim Joan.
Yes, we're going to negate the resolution that states that this House believes that digital enabled business model systems in East Africa exploit the local community under the guise of digital entrepreneurship. And yes, we are ready for the face-off with Hope SS from Watoto. And yes, of course, we are ready to learn a lot from this debate, and we also expect the people outside there to learn a lot.
This is Hope Senior School Biira, and we are very happy, excited to be at High School Crossfire for our very first time. So my name is Nyanzi Abdul, the club president of Hope Senior School Biira. This is Alex, this is Hope, and this is Besiji.
Clearly in this debate we are actually proving a side negative because the debate clearly states that this house says that these digitally enabled businesses are actually exploiting these local communities. But actually a side negative, we are going to actually prove to them how we are actually putting both sides together, and we're not actually exploiting these people, but we're actually putting two communities to come to one place of unity.
House rules. Each speaker has 5 minutes. The first and last minutes are protected. The judge will ring a bell to signal the protected time. The bell will ring continuously after 5 minutes.
What an old man can see, not even a young man standing on Mount Malayas can see. Resolved, Ikotot Francis. This house believes that digitally enabled business models in East Africa exploit local communities under the guise of social entrepreneurship. Digitally enabled business models, according to www.fangos.com, are these that are significantly shaped by digital technologies, impacting how businesses create, deliver, and capture value. For example, mobile money and e-commerce. Exploit is to use someone or something for your advantage and not reward it enough. Guys, according to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, guys is to do something that is to show that something means another, yet it's not. Social entrepreneurship, according to www.fangos.com, combines entrepreneurial principles with a social mission aiming to address social problems and create positive change through innovation and sustainable business models. House, our parameter is East Africa. East Africa is experiencing a surge in digitally enabled business models with mobile technology and internet penetration driving innovation and economic growth, particularly in sectors like finance and agriculture. Panel, as Team Affirmative, we are here today to prove to you beyond reasonable doubt that yes, digitally enabled business models do promote social entrepreneurship, but nevertheless, it has led to exploitation of local communities. Digitally enabled business models provide tools for wider reach, data-driven insights, and community engagement, ultimately enabling social enterprises to impact and address social problems more effectively. Nevertheless, under the umbrella of this social entrepreneurship, digitally enabled business models cause exacerbation of inequalities. The digital divide, where some communities lack access to technology and digital opportunity, can exacerbate existing communities, leaving marginalized communities behind. Pano, Team Negative is going to come here and give you a case telling you that social entrepreneurship has actually promoted job creation, but what they don't know is, according to www.seco.org, 68% of the locals in East Africa are employed in the local industries. Bringing me to my next point. Digitally enabled business models, mainly foreign, through deceptive advancements, leverage technology to disrupt these traditional industries, like the craft industry, leading to joblessness and economic hardships for those who cannot adapt to the new changes. As Team Affirmative, we are here to tell you that these digitally enabled business models are actually exploiting local people under the umbrella of social entrepreneurship. Team Negative will come and give you a prima facie case filled with things like social entrepreneurship promote actually not exploiting these local communities but exalting them. But Pano, we are telling you that these communities are being exploited. How? Through disruption of traditional industries. Traditional industries leaving people jobless. Next, not everyone in East Africa is digitally literate. And the digital divide is a big thing that will lead to these digitally enabled business models actually exploiting these people. Ladies and gentlemen, if we fail to talk about the most important things in life, that leads to the slow end of our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, the important thing in this debate is exploitation of local people. Yes, there is social entrepreneurship, but these people are being exploited. My case, I rest.
Mutebi Junior Alex, Hope Senior School, Biira. This house believes that digitally enabled business models in East Africa exploit local communities under the guise of social entrepreneurship. As they've stated the parameters in East Africa, the status quo is that these digitally enabled business models are currently in use in East Africa. Allow me to redefine one key term, and that is social entrepreneurship. This is a business approach where entrepreneurs create and run ventures that solve social or environmental problems while still being financially stable. An example of such enterprises include M-Kopa. So, allow me to first rebuttal what Team Opposition has told us. They say that these provide tools for higher reach, that communities lack access, that some of the East African communities lack access to technology, and that not everyone is digitally illiterate. So, Chair, on the point of communities lack access to technology, we have different ventures whereby these people can access these different things. Some of these include the local markets So, these digitally enabled business models in East Africa, they create jobs and then income opportunities for the East African majority. So, how do these digitally enabled business models create job opportunities and income opportunities? So, these digitally enabled business models like M-Kopa, Jumia, M-Pesa have provided employment opportunities and income opportunities for very many people in such a way that people, let me give an example of M-Kopa and Jumia. Jumia has several job opportunities, and some of these are unskilled, some semi-skilled, and then others can
POI.
be skilled. Granted.
How many people in East Africa are employed under these digitally enabled business models?
Approximately 30% are employed in these digitally enabled business models. So, I was still giving an example of Jumia and M-Kopa. Jumia has different people, and some of these are the border riders that the people who do the deliveries. So, these people, they get income that can sustain them, leading to development of their families and themselves and the nation at large. And then they say that not everyone is digitally literate. So what are we going to do for this? We are going to make sure that every person we are going to ensure that the people in the East African majority, we make them literate on how to use these digital platforms. And then they say that these digital enabled business models provide tools for higher reach, which they did not explain. So that is out of the case. And then our other point is that these digital enabled business models in East Africa create market access for small businesses. So how do these businesses create market access for small businesses? This is in a way that these small businesses can get things like the things from M-Kopa, and then they sell them on a small market. I choose to rest my case.
This is the High School Crossfire. We'll be back in a minute.